In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can work on fluency skills to help your child with autism. So do make sure you stick till the end and watch the entire video. This will be very beneficial. You can work on fluency skills with your child with autism, whether they are verbal or non-verbal. It doesn't matter. You can work on fluency with both types of children. So the thing is, what is fluency? Fluency is equal to accuracy plus speed. And if we want our children with autism to produce the skills quickly and accurately, then we have to work on fluency. I first learned about this concept from Sasha at the Autism Helper, and it has benefited my son who is on the autism spectrum. He's non-verbal, so we have worked on fluency in the receptive way, and this has helped my son a lot. So I hope you stick around, and I'm going to show you some of the cards I have made for my son and some of the categories we work on fluency. You can work on fluency skills on any category. There is no limit to what you can work on, but I'm going to show you some of those which I work with my son. Now, before I begin, you do not need any fancy material. You don't have to go and buy anything, any expensive material. You can just buy a stack of index cards, and then you can make your own cards and work on fluency with your child. So let's first go through what are the different categories of cards I have here, and then I'll show you how you can work on it. So what I have here is I have got some cards. Let's start with this. I have got some cards. You can work on fluency with money. So money is an important skill you can target. So you can have the coins, the front and the back of the coins, the coin value. So you can work on fluency with money. The other category you can work on fluency is time. So you can have different timings, the clock showing different timings with different colors, different features, and then you can work on fluency this way. So what you can do is you can, depending on your child, you can start with maybe 3 to 5 cards at a time, and then you can ask your child to point to the right card, and make sure you have a timer and set the timer in the beginning just for 10 seconds or maybe 15 seconds, and then see how your child is progressing. So when you are asking them to touch the card, make sure you do not prompt them. So at that time, just let them do whatever you told them to touch, say 12 o'clock, touch 4 o'clock. So just make sure that they touch the card. Don't correct them at that time. Don't give them any feedback, and make sure you have a timer so you can keep an accurate count of how much they got right and what they got wrong. And then you can work on the ones they got wrong. So make sure they don't do that same mistake again. So that's one thing. So money and time you can work on with fluency. The other skill you can work on fluency if your child is very young as well is animals. So again, I just have simple index cards, and I've just taken pictures of animals and just put it on the target cards. So it's just simple pictures. You can get it online. You can just go to Google all the pictures, and you can get those, and you can work on fluency. So animals, you have got hygiene items, daily care items. So you can work on these. If you have a little older kid, then you can work on the environmental logos. Very important skill for your child. Very, very important, because nowadays we are living in a print-rich world. So working on logos, it's a great skill. So see, I've got here Pepsi, Amazon, Jaguar. So whatever logos you can take. This is called environmental print. So just take a picture of it, put it on the index card, and then work that way. If your child is working on, say, geography or continents and countries, name of the countries and all that, then you can also work on fluency that way. So you can write the names of the countries on the index cards, and then you can work on fluency that way. So that's the other skill you can work with. The other skill you can work with fluency is also food. So see, this is the other skill. And always make sure that when you're working with fluency, you have a couple of pictures of each kind, so that way the child knows that this is a lemon, but this is a lime, but this is also lime. So make sure that when you're working on fluency, you have a couple of examples so your child knows exactly that the items can look different, but they are still called the same. So you can do it this way. So food fluency is there. So you can work on those. The other thing is, if you want to target, you can work on body parts. So body parts, you can work on number operations. So lot of things you can work on fluency with. You can work with functional vocabulary. What are the things your child sees in their daily life? So you can either have the pictures or you can have the words written on the index cards and work on fluency this way. So lots of things you can work on while targeting fluency. The other skill, if your child is a little older, is road signs. So this is also a very important skill you can target with your child with autism. So see, there are lots of examples of things you can work on fluency with your child. You can work on personal information. It's very important, very functional skill that your child with autism knows their personal information, their name, the family members, the school, their age, the phone number. So very critical information. So you can teach them through fluency. So you can work on that. Also, there is numbers, number words, consonants and vowels. So lots of things you can work on fluency with. So I hope that this has inspired you to work on fluency with your child. And even if they are non-verbal, remember, you don't need to speak for this. They can still work on fluency. They can just point to the card, whatever you are asking them to do. So they can just point and you can use fluency that way. Just make sure when you are working on the fluency skill, make sure you do it every day. Start with a consistent timing, like say 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Don't do 10 seconds today, 15 seconds tomorrow, 20 seconds tomorrow. No, just start with a consistent timing every day. Maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Just start with that. And maybe start with at least 3 to 5 cards. And then ask your child to point to the card. And if they make a mistake while doing that, make sure that's not the time that you will correct them or you say anything. You complete your whole trial and then you can go back and work on the things what they got wrong. So because you will be taking data, and when you maintain a consistent timing, it will help you to see what errors your child is making and how how they are progressing. Because if you're using the same consistency 10-second timings every day, then of course you will be able to see the progress. Today your child might be able to get 3 out of 5 right. Tomorrow they might be able to get 4, and maybe day after they might get all 5 out of 5 right. So you want to see progress over time. Great skill. I hope you work on this with your child. This has helped my son a lot. I personally work on fluency with my son. So do make sure you watch this video, like this video, and subscribe to my channel to get more informative videos like this to help your child with autism. Leave a comment. Do you work on fluency with your child currently? Do leave a comment and let me know. So once again, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.